Hello, sysfailure here again. Today it's another snapshot. It's been a little while since we had one. The last one was actually week 11 and today it's week 17, so we're on 14W17A. Now, a lot of the big engine rewrites apparently are not in this snapshot just because at the moment they're about unstable as I am at this precise second. Yep. But there have been a few things chucked in and I'm going to run through them, see what we've got. First one is pleases me, and I'm willing to bet it'll please a hell of a lot of people. The little changes with Minecart, which made them much faster, which was the nice part, but also meant that if they came at like junctions like this, to go whizzing off in various directions, and, well, made it an absolute pain in the butt, and you had to put all such little protection mechanisms to try and stop them falling off. Well, they've been reverted. Whee! Look at them go. Back to the old speed, sadly, but he does go over junctions, just like that. And if we send him round the corner, the other direction. There we go, survives perfectly well. Now, another thing is we're changing all items, well, all the blocks in Minecraft to have what is known as block states. So if you look over on the right of my screen there, this particular block I'm looking at, shall we say, a sandstone, and it's a cube normal model because you can actually make your own custom models, so you can make a 3D version of Rails if you wanted, and the type is default, so that's its block states default sandstone. This one, for example, is a golden rail, and it's powered, so it says powered true, and the shape is an east-west one. If I was to head over to this one, this is a north-south one. And if we cut the power, you'll now see it's powered false. And there the model type is rail flat NS. Same with that one. So they're all like that now. It does mean the invalid sort of metadata types no longer technically exist. So that could mean if you're doing something such as the trick where you use air with an invalid ID to turn it into something else. Well, that's highly likely not to work anymore. I've not tested it yet, but it is highly unlikely to work, and it's been said that's probably going to be the case, which is a little bit of a shame. Now, the other things that I want to show you just here, I'm going to hop out into the menu for that. So, out we go. Right. They've apparently fixed the scrolling in here, which is true. As you can see, I can scroll up and down. That's been busted for quite a while. Sadly, though, dragging around is kind of, if you can see my mouse pointer, pretty knackered. And if I was to let that go over a world right now and let go, it would also load the world. So that's a little bit broken, which is a shame. However, the really fun parts now are the new world generator options. So let's just have something. Let's have a mundane world, shall we? Well, if we go into our creative options, and let's give it a seed as well. So it's a, there we go, it says mundane world, plain boring world, or not. We go past the amplified and we now get world type of customized. And this is where you can customize everything you want about the world pretty much. So you can control like your sea level, strongholds if you want them, mine shafts for those people who are sick fed up with finding mine shafts absolutely everywhere, how many dungeons you want, water lake rarity, the lava lake rarity, what biomes you'd like. See, you can sort of change to a set biome. So if you want, you could have like a flat frozen river world. Make the rivers sort of bigger biomes, smaller biomes. If you want to be a little bit hardcore, you can convert your oceans into lava just for fun. And basically all the things, you can just turn them on and off. You've got the option of setting to defaults, randomize them as you wish, and there's some presets as well, we'll get to in a second. We'll go to the second page, however, and this is your ore settings. So things like dirt, gravel, granite, diorite, andesite, yada 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 yada. We head right down here. Then it's the size of the spawning clumps. How many times it tries to spawn a clump in whatever area. I don't know exactly how big an area. And then what height range it will spawn in. So if you wanted to make diamond ore even rarer, you could go ahead and make the sizes smaller. You can make the height less so it only spawns in very small areas. Or you can go crazy and do things like that. Whoop. So if I create a world now, there would be diamond ore absolutely everywhere, which I will show you in a minute. On the next page, these advanced settings, which are also here, you can type them in by hand if you want here. But all these control various things like the smoothness of the world, the height, how likely it is to be broken up, that sort of stuff. So you can just like fiddle with these as you want. It says randomize away, you know. I don't know if randomize affected the other pages. See, I would use the scroll bar, but as it says, it's a bit buggy. Okay. So randomize is only on the page you're on. That's fine. There's also some presets you can select. So you've got like water world, which obviously is water up to near the top of the world. Isle land, which is just floating islands of various things. Caver's Delight, Caves, Mountain Madness, explains itself. Drought, obviously dry, the sea levels have gone down, rivers are dry. Caves of Chaos is like amplified. And this good luck one, by the looks of it, is meant to have lava oceans. Sadly it doesn't. I think that's a bug. Because if you go up here and you were to select a whole lot of it and copy it out into Notepad or something, you'll notice that actually lava oceans are not turned on, which is a little bit of a shame. So I've set up a random world here. I'll turn on lava oceans just because. And done. Now let's hop into our mundane world and see what it looks like. Right then, so we're in the little world we created. This apparently is an ocean, so I'm guessing that even turning lava oceans on is possibly a bit knackered, or I've done something wrong. However, I have got these weird little lines in this particular world. It seems to be fairly flat, with these sort of weird line effects running across it, which I've never seen before at all. Like a bunch of sort of hidden ships. Although it's killing my frame rate generating everything around here for some reason. That's another thing I've noticed. Yet again, despite apparent increases, the frame rate does seem to have dropped a little. So I'm going to have a quick run around and see if I can find any of that high ore that I made, because it seems to be missing as well. Oh, no, there we go. There we go. Let's head on over here. So where are we? So we are at... Oh, God, there goes the frame rate. Yep, so here we are, 86 blocks high, and we've got this whopping great amount of diamond. And as you can see, there is a massive amount of it, if I can get in here. There we go. Wow, even more over that side. That's insane. So you can customize the world, so as much or as little ore and things like that as you want. Let's try generating another world just to see a little bit of variety compared to this one. Alright, so in the customization settings again, let's just do a few randomizations. Just click whatever. Whee! That'll do. No caves in this world apparently, no dungeons, no mine shafts, a little bit boring. Randomize some ores, and let's just randomize a few settings here. As it says, don't know what most of these do. Let's change that one to that. Yeah. I don't know if higher or lower actually does anything. So, right, let's try that. Let's hop in and see what we get. Right, well, this isn't actually the world that you just saw me generate, because that one, despite multiple attempts, it just froze out on trying to generate it every single time if I'm even getting into the map. So I've gotten to one of the presets. This is the most extreme one, and I've waited a while for this to try and generate everything, and even then my frame rate, as you can see, is truly atrocious, and even the sun keeps lagging and everything, and oh, that's really bad. But this is some of the sort of terrain that you can generate, which looks really quite cool, to be honest. A little village over there. And that's bedrock. Right there. Which looks kind of cool. So if you want a truly mental world, you can have something a bit like this. Oh God, that frame rate is horrible. Right, I was going to show you the final couple of features here, but the frame rate here is just truly atrocious. Oh, that looks kind of cool. So I'm going to go into a normal world and then show you the final couple of parts just there. Oh, lag. Alright, in a perfectly normal world now. Although if you look at my frame rate, that's absolutely pathetic. I mean, I'm recording at 30 frames a second and it's barely above it and keeps dropping beneath it. I mean, look at that. That's terrible. So clearly it's another case of they've knackered frame rate again, so hopefully they'll fix that. Anyway, show you the last couple of things. Now they've changed endermites. If you remember, previously endermites were purple and looked just like these except without the spikes. If you would stay around for me to tell them about them. There you go. But now endermites are actually these cute little mites, which if we can get around in front of them, got a little sort of Cylon eye thing going on. That'd be pretty cool if the colour went back and forward, but yeah, it's only 2 pixels or just blink. But there we go. Nice little itchy endermites there. You really don't want them under your skin. Final thing, if you play things like ultra hardcore or whatever, you know, putting borders around the maps, you'll either put like a big go away. You'll either put like a big bedrock wall, or you'll just slice the world off or something, and I can still hear them. But now there's actually a world border command. So that's it there. Now you can either set or do the center of it. So we're going to do the center first off. And I'm going to center it just where I am. So that's 16. And 233. There we go. So the world is now centered at this point. Now if we do world border and set it for 100 blocks. There we go. It's now 100 blocks wide, and that's actually gone from 6 billion or something. 60 million. Yeah. Yes, 60 million. Rather bizarrely, you can't set it back to 60 million. You can only set it to maximum of 30 million once it's been shrunk. Don't ask me why. But that's now the world border here, and it's doing nothing to help my frame rate. Oddly, on 2 of the sides you can actually drift through it slightly, but not on the other 2 sides. What's also a pretty cool little feature is when you do the set command, if we just do that, you'll notice it's got size in blocks, which we set as 100, but it's also got time in seconds. So if I was to set that, say, 50 instead, and set that as a time in seconds of 10, it turns red, and you notice it's actually encroaching upon the area I'm in. And oh god, no, help, help, help! And now I'm outside it, I'm trapped. They apparently won't add the feature in so that you get pushed back inside or something, but at the moment you get trapped outside. And you can work it in reverse as well, so if we just put that as 100 in 10 seconds, it turns green and expands out. So that's pretty cool if you want to make a map where the area everybody has to be in gets smaller and smaller, forcing everybody to get closer and closer and fighting for the same resources. So that's quite entertaining. It'd be nice if you could put like multiple ones of these or custom shapes or whatever, but that might be a upcoming update, who knows. There we go, so that's pretty much about it, although I was told while I was trying to fiddle with this last part that actually there's a new game rule as well, so I'm just going to have a look. Yes, there's a new game rule called random tick speed. I have no idea quite what that does. I assume it makes the game randomly get faster and slower, which, considering that at the moment the frame rate is making it get randomly faster and slower with lag, I don't see how there'd be much difference, really. Anyway, there you go. 14W17A. Been a few weeks since the last one, but as per usual, thanks for watching, and bye-bye. There we are. Right. And off we get. And there it goes. That's just a visual glitch. A few more of them down there, just from recording.